Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your man Twisted Drifter. Welcome back to another episode. Today, guys, we will be talking about the big update coming to Forza Motorsport 7 next week, as well as a few details about Forza Horizon 4. What you guys are looking at right now is my new car that I'm going to be racing today in the 240 laps of Lemons. Yes, it is Herbie. Well, this race is being done with Toro, guys, and as you guys can see, it's got the Born Racing stuff on there. And this race will be live streamed on Mixer. My Mixer will be in the description box down below, guys. Hopefully some of y'all will drop in. Should be a fun stream. For every pit stop I have to make, I have to down a shot. So should be a very fun video. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get into the update and start talking about that, guys. In this big update that is coming out on July 10th. On July 10th, guys, this big update that's coming, it will include the Top Gear car pack, which includes the McLaren 720S, the Ferrari 812 Superfast, the KTM Expo GT4, the Exo set, which is pretty much a rail buggy Miata with a Corvette engine, and a 1958 Alfa Romeo, and a Porsche 904. However, those aren't the only cars that we get. Those cars, that is a $7 pack that if you have the car pass, will automatically be given to you. This is one of the free car packs that is coming with one of the two new free car packs that are being added to the car pass. The next thing that is coming, guys, for everybody, are two free Porsches. We've got the 2019 911 GT3 RS coming in, as well as the 1970s Porsche 917 Pink Pig. I know a lot of people have been wanting the 917 in Forza for a long time. Well, guys, it is finally here. About time they finally added that beautiful beast into the game. Definitely hyped for that. And also, during that live stream, they also mentioned that we will, in this next update, they have finally fixed the menu lag. No more menu lag, guys, which is huge. Another thing that has changed, finally, is that they are getting rid of locked cars. The only cars from now on that will be locked will be the Unicorn cars and Forza Edition cars. Anything else, like the Ford 1966, the number 66 Ford GT LM, that car will be unlocked now. You don't have to grind 8 hours at Sebring just to get the car. It will now be purchasable in the dealer. So finally they're unlocking everything so you can own whatever car you want in the game, except for Forza Editions, which you still have to play career to unlock. So that is a huge change. I know a lot of people have been wanting that. However, with the specialty dealer, they will be revamping that. They're not sure exactly how they're going to do it, but they are going to be doing some different things with that. And Forzathon will now, instead of having those locked basic cars, will offer credits to go and get you these new cars that are coming out, and as well, cars will no longer be in price crates. So definitely some big news to hear coming in this next update. Now, onto the drift aspect. No, we are not getting the drift kits this month. However, they did announce that we could be getting those in next month's update. So that will be huge if it is actually coming in the next update. I'm hoping it does, because I know everybody is hyped for these new drift updates. I know I'm hyped for them, and there's something that we desperately need. Now, real quick, I'm going to overlay a picture of what they teased for the Formula Drift car pack. As you guys can see, we've got JTP's Mustang on the left, and I can't remember the guy who drives the Ute on the right, but we do have his on the right, guys. I know Ford, and if you notice, it is sporting the paint job that won the Forza livery contest for that. So that is huge. thank you for finally adding this in. Definitely proud to see it coming in, guys. So we are getting the Formula Drift car pack. These two are leaked. Now, as you guys can see, we do have better steering angle. If this comes out in August with the drift update, the Formula Drift car pack will probably come in September, just because of the fact that we normally don't get 2 car packs in a month. So expect that to probably come in September. But with this update, we are getting new drift suspension, which with this new drift suspension will lower the cars even lower than race suspension will. And along with lowering it even lower than that, we will be getting proper stance according to what they claim proper stance, and getting up to 60 degrees of tuning angle. So we can, or steering angle, excuse me. So we can tune up to 60 degrees of steering angle into the cars now, which for the drift community is huge, and those will be visible now. No matter. Recently in Forza, the physics of what you could steer did not match what you saw. So from now on, the amount of steering that you have in your car, you will now match on the car visually, which is definitely going to be a plus for those drifting photographers. I know I'm one who likes to go and capture photography of my cars drifting, so definitely glad to hear that's happening. A big change that was desperately needed for this game. Been asking for it for years. We're finally getting that. Thank you, TURN10, for starting to listen to us. TURN10 has always been listening, guys. Honestly, it's just they haven't always been able to put it in. Now they're finally doing it. And the biggest thing, before we go on to talk about Forza Horizon 4, is that with this update, they announced that the Forza team is 100% working on Forza Motorsport 7 and making it the best game that Forza Motorsport 7 can be. They are not, I repeat, are not working on Forza Motorsport 8. They are desperately working on making Forza 7 the best Forza it can be, working on they look at each month as an expansion, guys. So they're constantly looking at bringing new cars, new tracks to Forza, and looking at bringing more content to the players that already own Forza 7. So that is huge. They're not looking at trying to develop a new game. They're looking at trying to go and make it the best game that it can be. And huge props to TURN10. They are listening, and this is huge. So thank you, TURN10. Now about Forza Horizon 4, guys. This is some huge news. All the drift suspension and everything that's coming into Forza 7 is going into Forza Horizon 4. Actually, Forza 7, if I understood it correctly, is borrowing some of the ideas from Horizon 4 on how to improve the game. So that is even better. Another great thing that is happening with Horizon 4, guys, is the tire model has changed. The tires now feel more connected to the road, which is something that you definitely could not really feel in Horizon 3. There's a new suspension layout. They've got new damping physics, which is definitely going to be nice. Now on the off-road trucks, when you're turning, they can lift a wheel, so that's definitely a lot more realistic. I do like that. Another big thing that is happening is we will be getting we are getting twice the amount of Tyre Compounds. So from now on, instead of having just the basic race, off-road, rally tire, and street and sport, we're getting twice the amount of compounds, and drag tires for those who love to go and use the drag strip on Horizon. We are finally getting drag compound slicks on Horizon 4. Now they did hint as well as getting the drift suspension, but they did clue in that they are desperately working on trying to get a drag suspension added. Now this may not be added at launch, but later on down the road in a future update, this upgrade could be added. So it may not be ready at launch, but they did say they do want to get a drag suspension in there with sort of an anti-squat type setup, as well as giving your car that rake that everybody knows happens with the drag car. So this is huge to hear that they are trying to go and make the game for those that love drifting, love drag racing, and focusing more on the community and expanding to include every aspect of the community. This is huge for the Forza team. Definitely proud of them for doing this. And it's just something that, in my opinion, makes Turn 10 even better. It shows that they have always been listening. Yeah, we don't always get it, but we get what they can do. And as I've said, they can't always give us what we want, but things are coming along nicely. We are also getting, I can't remember a lot else of what they said in Horizon 4 exactly. It is going to be around 50 degrees of steering angle, though. 50 plus, I think they said, for the drift kits on Horizon 4. So I think Forza 6 will be a little more, or Forza 7, excuse me, will have a little more angle than Horizon, which isn't that big of a deal for me. Horizon is still always felt a little bit arcadey. Another thing, though, with Horizon 4, is, as I've stated in previous videos, is as the temperatures change, your car's handling will change. So that is huge. Definitely glad to hear about that. And final thing, going back to Forza Motorsport 7, guys, is, as I said earlier, with this new drift suspension, it should make 4 massive changes to ESDA. But that's all what I meant to say, though. But with this new Forza 7 update, on Monday, they did not say anything about drags, when drags are coming in. I assume they're still working on the drag stuff for Forza 7. It should be later on down the road. They didn't give an exact time frame on the new track limits yet either, for those of you who are wondering. So I do apologize for that, but they are still working on it. And definitely hyped for when that comes out, because once that comes out, these stupid tire walls that have no place being on the track, like this one up here in the left corner in the middle of this turn, that will be gone. That's not there on the real track. It's not going to be here once this new track limit system comes out. So definitely hyped to hear about that. Cannot wait to get rid of these stupid tire barriers that have no place on these tracks. And just cannot wait for that. That is going to be huge. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Be sure to go and follow that link on Mixer. As I said, I will be live streaming the 240 laps of Lemons, which Tor has renamed to the 240 laps of NASCAR. And for every pit stop I have to make, guys, I have been dared to down a shot. And my weapon of choice is some fireballs, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. Please join that stream. It should be a lot of fun. Going to be some fun racing. Lobbies will just be at random, no qualifying, so who knows who I can go up against. I could be going up against Harmonic and HCR AMS for all I know. So should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. I will see you guys in the next video. Always remember, does matter, do not be afraid to seek help if you need it. Follow the Born Esports, Born Racing, and my personal Twitter in the description box down below. I'll see you all in the next video. It's your man, Twisted Drifter, and I'm